These are 10 amazing niche fragrance options for the springtime. These are going to be options for both men and women. Some are more unisex than others, but all in all, these are stellar niche fragrances that I absolutely love and would very much recommend checking out if you're looking for your ideal spring fragrance. If this is your first time watching, hello, my name is Anya. I love perfumes and I talk about them on this channel every single Wednesday along with a ton of bonus content in between. So if you're interested, definitely keep on watching. So the first brand that I really want to talk about is one that I haven't really mentioned in a bit. I'm talking about The Gate, and there are two options that I think from this brand are ideal for the warm weather, especially the spring to summer transition. So I have Le Grand Bleu and Sous le Nuage. So Le Grand Bleu means the big blue, and Sous le Nuage means under the clouds. So these are two fragrances that are very refreshing and happen to be unisex options. But I'm first going to reference Le Grand Bleu, which is, in my opinion, the one that is leaning a bit traditionally masculine, even though I think it is unisex. So it has top notes of grapefruit, bergamot, and ginger, pineapple, apple, and davana, mid notes of rose and magnolia, and then base notes of patchouli, vetiver, musk, amber, balsamic, tonka bean, caramel, and vanilla. What's interesting about The Gate in general is that they inject a lot of gourmand notes into their fragrances, but they blend them in a way that's very wearable, so they're not hyper-realistic gourmand perfumes. They have elements of gourmand notes, but they're blended in a way that's a little bit traditional, but because you have that juxtaposition of gourmand and traditional perfumery with florals and all that, it's an interesting and a unique take on perfumery that I find quite approachable and very unique in the whole perfume world. So this one's definitely interesting. It's refreshing. I love the ginger here and the citruses. Personally, I don't smell the caramel that much, but it does lend a bit of a creamy undertone to this fragrance that I find absolutely beautiful. When comparing these two, my personal favorite is definitely Sous le Nuage. This fragrance has top notes of yuzu, lemon, rosemary, bergamot, mint, mid notes of pink pepper, ginger, thyme, rose, and jasmine, and base notes of cypriol oil, moss, gaiac wood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. So if you're looking for a fragrance with yuzu in it, which is a bit of a bitter citrus, this is a wonderful option to try. I really, really like this perfume. It leans herbal aromatic, but you definitely have the citruses present here. And personally, I think yuzu is turning into one of my favorite citruses. It does lend that slightly bitter quality, but it's not like your typical citrus scent at all. So these are two terrific options for the spring transitioning into the summertime. Very interesting, very beautiful scents from The Gate. Next up is a newer fragrance. This is a fragrance that I consider to be unisex, and it's from Carner Barcelona. This size was gifted to me, but the full bottle is already on my wish list. It's such a gorgeous scent, a very marine, but still fruity. It's just a very comforting perfume. So we have top notes of bergamot, peach, and sage. Then you have a mid of aquatic notes, orange blossom, and lily of the valley. And then you have a base of cedar, vetiver, and musk. This perfume ends up being peachy, but still has that marine quality to it. And I don't know if you know this about my preferences, but I personally am very picky with marine notes. They're usually not something that I go for, but with this, I love that gourmand twist to it. I love that gourmand aspect. And that just makes this perfume so beautiful. There's just something about it that I am just obsessed with. This is a new release that I absolutely think is a standout. So Helix by Carner Barcelona. This is lovely. These are two perfumes that I think I'm going to wear today as my scent of the day. I have Lemon Tart by Theodoros Kalotinis and So Vanilla by Private Mood. So Vanilla is definitely the more traditionally gourmand of the two. This is a fragrance that has kind of like a vanilla frosting accord with a bit of a gingerbread kind of shortbread, or sorry, no, gingerbread scent to it. So it's almost like you have a Starbucks pastry with lemon frosting, like lemon vanilla frosting. It's very, very pretty, but I especially very much love Theodoros Kalotinis Lemon Tart. This is oh so beautiful. It's a lemon tart with a shortbread crust and whipped cream on top. It's stunning. So this is a scent combination that I absolutely love. I was wearing this at the beginning of the year, and I recently got inspired to try this scent combo out again. I love both of these perfumes, and they're two underrated niche options that I just adore. Since I referenced Theodoros Kalotinis, I also want to talk to you about Musky Rose. This was gifted to me by the brand, but I absolutely, as you can tell, love Theodoros Kalotinis in general, and I've purchased many of their bottles before. Musky Rose is a very unique take on a rose that leans almost aromatic because you have the inclusion of I think olive leaf in here, which I find absolutely beautiful, and this also has a resinous quality to it. This is a fragrance that lasts a very, very long time, and because it has a little bit of a lightness to it, you wouldn't really expect that. This is a rose fragrance, but it's not a heavy rose at all, and I think it's perfect for the springtime. It will last you all day. This is from their higher end line. They have a set of extraits, and this is from that line. This is a little bit over $150 US, I believe, and Lemon Tart is going to run you around $60 US. So there's a little bit of a price difference, but of course I love both of these perfumes. I love a whole bunch of Theodoros Kalotinis perfumes, but if you're interested in something a little bit more high-end, this is a cool line to try. But if you want affordable niche but still really high quality, try out their affordable line as well. So two amazing options. I love this brand. Speaking of rose fragrances that I absolutely love, let's talk about House of Beau. They have this set that they sell for around $100. I got mine at Bergdorf's, I believe, and they're currently doing a sale, so definitely check it out. They have a sale on their full bottles as well, so definitely recommend if you have been eyeing House of Beau lately. But the one I'm going to talk about today is Rosario. I love this perfume. It's a beautiful, refreshing rose scent, perfect for the springtime. I don't want to spray this on myself because I have so many perfumes on already. So I'm just going to smell it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a refreshing rose fragrance with notes like freesia, lemon, but this is not an overpoweringly like citrusy fragrance. This has notes of lemon, primrose, pomegranate, and coriander at the top, and then it transitions into a bit of rose, peony, and freesia, and you have a base of incense, ambergris, and vetiver. So there's a lot going on here, but the way this fragrance is executed is along the lines of like a very light but refreshing rose with that freesia. It's quite beautiful. Your ultimate springtime perfume that is light but still has that refreshing quality to it. This is really, really beautiful. So if you like rose but you don't want something that's like too focused on that rose, Rosario is a terrific option to try. Another bottle that I've been obsessed with, and this was very kindly gifted to me by the brand, is Mallow by Sora Dora. Such a beautiful scent. Oh my goodness. This is amazing, and I've been wearing this nonstop personally, and I think that this is a beautiful fragrance for the springtime. It has notes of vanilla, raspberry, and pink pepper at the top. Then it transitions into heliotrope, orange blossom, and almond. And then you have a beautiful base of violet, musk, and amber. So this perfume has a bit of like a slightly like a violet lipstick kind of accord to it that is really beautiful. But because you have those sweet gourmand scents or sweet gourmand notes, it kind of smells like a marshmallow. So think powdery violet marshmallow. It's beautiful. It's stunning. I think it has a slight similarity to Oriana, but I like this a lot more. It's chef's kiss, beautiful, really, really lovely, especially if you like your sweet perfumes. You have to be okay with sweet scents though, because this is definitely sweet, and it has like that slightly artificial marshmallow kind of accord to it. It's really interesting, but I personally love this scent, and I've been wearing this on, and I've been wearing this a lot, especially this past week. I'm obsessed. So Mallow by Sora Dora. Another scent I'm obsessed with is by Une Nuit Nomade, another niche brand that I absolutely love. This is Love at First Sight. So this is a juicy passion fruit scent with some powdery florals and a beautiful ambroxan that just transcends this perfume into another dimension. And it sounds really, really insane, but when I tell you the ambroxan here just makes this perfume's sillage so intoxicating, this is an absolute compliment getter. It's fruity but refreshing, and there's just a uniqueness to it that I absolutely love. Love at First Sight is stunning. What I like about this is that it really sings in the dry down. A lot of fragrances have a gorgeous opening, but they kind of fall flat after a while. This perfume does exceedingly well in the dry down. The opening is nice, but the dry down is where this fragrance really blows me away. So love at First Sight by Une Nuit Nomade. Such a gorgeous fragrance, especially when it gets warmer. Another fragrance for the gourmand lovers, we have Profumo di Firenze Buontalenti. This is a standout gelato perfume with fruity notes and also a bit of a waffle cone to it. This is beautiful. It's stunning, especially in the warm weather. This perfume really sings during the warm weather. It has terrific longevity. In the wintertime, it's a little bit, it doesn't transcend as much. It doesn't have that gorgeous sillage that this has in the warm weather. So if you're looking for a beautiful gourmand fragrance to wear during the hot weather or during the slightly warmer spring weather, this is one to try. I love this perfume, and it's their best seller for a reason. So this next perfume is a bit of a bonus since I don't have the full bottle yet, but it is on my wish list. I at least want to get the travel spray because I have a few samples that I've been jealously guarding. This is from the maker, and this is the fragrance Paradiso. And I first tried this perfume when I was kind of like testing a few of the maker fragrances. This was in New York at Bergdorf's, and I was trying the fragrances. I liked them. I liked a few more than others, but then I tried this one, and this was an absolute standout for me. I am obsessed with this one, and it's been on my wish list ever since. So let me pull up the notes for this one because it's a very unusual kind of scent pyramid, and I think I'm going a little bit nose blind personally because some of these fragrances that I've been spraying are a little bit on the heavier side, so I just want to make sure I have this interpretation right for you. So it's a citrusy perfume with top notes of blood orange, mangosteen, and Sicilian bergamot, mid notes of ambrette, myrtle, and plumiera, and then base notes of Moroccan cedar, patchouli leaf, and oak moss. So the hero note here is definitely the mangosteen note. This is a note that I haven't really smelled in any other perfume. The best way I can describe it in this perfume is it's fruity, but it's not too sweet. It's tropical, but it's not what you typically associate a tropical fragrance to be like, because sometimes when I think of a tropical perfume, I think of Frangipani, and that is like a very kind of like a sweet floral scent. This is not quite that. It's definitely a more refined take on a tropical perfume that's still very unique and quite beautiful. This is definitely more of a moderate scent. It's not a heavy hitter, but it's on my wish list. I very much love this perfume, and it remains my favorite from the maker line that I've smelled so far. I haven't smelled Lover yet, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous perfume to try for the springtime. So that is it for this video. Those were my top 10 11 perfumes for the springtime if you're looking for a niche perfume or two to add to your collection. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and I will see you next time. Bye.